Something new outside.
There appears to be an amazing collection of stuff accumulated in the little pond. I wonder if there's anything there that could prove useful.
Okay, let's use a rock again.
I've got what I need, but this is so much fun. And perhaps I'll have a bit of luck catching other interesting things in the pond. A classic.
What's that?
There appears to be an amazing collection. I wonder if there's anything there. A classic.
Okay. What can I use those earrings for?
Earrings that sparkle and glint, beloved by women and fish.
Fishes like them.
That looks promising.
Okay. Maybe I get a bigger fish.
Pity.
Nothing?
The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line.
Okay, nothing. Let's look. What's new here? Oh, I can talk with Cheep.
Hey, Cheep. Think, Cheep. How can we both get to Seastone without me having to grow wings? You've got an idea?
Oh, okay.
A flight magazine? You've taken out a subscription to a flight magazine? Yeah, all right. Page 15. Hippogriff stud Eculeus in the Blue Mountains. The best battle and hunting hippogriffs in Avantasia. A hippogriff? That could carry me. Not a bad idea, Cheep. But the Blue Mountains aren't close. And just look at the price. A pot of gold. Now where are we meant to get that from? Yes, I think you're right. We'll have to think of something. Do you think I could play the princess card and ask the stud to loan us a hippogriff? That'd cost a lot less than a pot of gold. Yeah, you're right. They'd blab to everyone. Bad idea if I want to travel incognito. I'm really sorry about that business with the musical box, Cheep, but I had to find out what was wrong with me. Are we friends again? Good. Sometimes I wish I'd kept the artifact of divine fate. Well, an object that would make every wish come true. It'd be very handy right now. Yes, I know, too much power for one person. That's why Archmage Alistair and I made arrangements. This sex that you spoke about, what is it, and why should I not have it? I know that I'm an elf princess. That's exactly the reason I should have something like this. Perhaps even two. Oh, I will find out what you're trying to hide from me. I've got sunflower seeds. Want one? I can imagine the whole experience has made you hungry. We will get through this together, right? I'll be back soon, Cheap.
Okay, let's see if the book can help us. Maybe.
Hi.
Well, what's up?
You were interrupted just now when you were going to tell me about sex.
Indeed, someone is of the opinion that a princess does not need to know about such things.
What?
Oh, come on, tell me.
I could tell you a lot about it, but it would be unwise for me to annoy your parents. They could burn me, or even worse, give me to a public library.
How do elf pregnancies progress?
They are very similar to human pregnancies, only they take a lot longer, about 4 years. You are presumably in the 6th month.
And if I go into the world of humans to talk to the Archmage, well, time in the human world passes quicker.
Then your pregnancy will go faster, that's for certain. The consequences are difficult to predict. I am not aware of an elf ever having a child outside of the woodland realm.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. If everything goes to plan, then I'll be back in a couple of days and we'll know what's happened.
That would be advisable. Pregnancy can play havoc with the body and mind. It does not take a lot of imagination to work out what a turbo pregnancy in the human world would do to an elf.
Thank you for your help.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Oh, I can pick up that jug.
That's just what I need. I don't know how Cheap escaped the music box, but he does say he knows various mystical fighting techniques.
Okay, I could fill some water into that symbol thingy here.
Each symbol depicts a droplet. Sometimes there's a line underneath it, sometimes above, and here is a circle going through the droplet. Haven't got a clue what they mean. I have seen these symbols once before, up in the throne room if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, maybe he has something to tell us.
You're having a good time, I see.
What can I do for you?
Arbor, I'm going to have to leave the elf burrow for a few days.
Your mother giving you permission?
Not as such.
Oh, she not gonna like that. But one has to do what one has to do. I wish you a good journey.
Oh, thank you, Arbor. And don't tell anyone I told you.
Oh, he wouldn't dream of it. Just don't you go staying away too long now. You know, time out there runs much quicker than here in the woodland realm.
Of course. In the outside world, we elves age like humans. That's why most elves avoid it like the plague.
Quite right.
If I happen to need a pot of gold and you happen to have one, would you be happy to lend it to me?
If I be the Sultan of the Three Deserts and you had juicy grapes, would you feed me?
Okay, seriously, do you have a pot of gold?
Just like you have grapes and be the Sultan.
Tell me, you know a bit about nature, don't you? How does this childbearing stuff work exactly?
Oh, don't know. Ask myself the same question. The bees pollinate the flowers flower seeds are carried away by the wind and new plants grow. Very simple and easy, that. But elves, humans and dwarves don't produce nectar. What have you got to offer the bees?
Yeah, and also our children don't grow in the earth, they grow in us.
I know. Isn't it absurd?
Do you know how to cast a spell over a magic mirror?
Do I look like a magician or priest?
Perhaps you saw Mother doing it sometime.
Many times. She tips water from 3 different vessels into the bowl and then mumbles a bit to herself. Some kind of elf priestess magic nonsense. I don't know nothing about that.
Me neither. I have to get on. Don't work too hard.
That I won't.
Okay, I can fill up some water inside the jug, maybe?
Empty. There appears to be an amazing collection of stuff accumulated in the little pond. I wonder if there's anything there that could prove useful.
Water.
There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep always says that it evaporates quickly. Right then, fresh water for the bird bath. Why not? Perhaps I'm in luck. It works. One of the symbols is glowing.
Okay, one of the symbols. I need them all glowing.
No, I've already poured in water from the waterfall. Something tells me that I need to carry on with something different here.
Damn. Can't use it on anything else.
If I do succeed in escaping, it'll be... Do I have the right to drag him into... He should really have the choice of returning.
I need...
Perhaps I have enough knowledge to now understand the book.
What book?
Right. Aha! Oh, twice in a row. Then, that was educational.
Fishing skill has risen to 16. Okay. Probably I can catch something now. Something useful, maybe?
Pity.
Ah, come on, I have a fishing
There
skill
appears to be an
of
amazing
16.
collection of stuff accumulated in the little pond.
Fishing skill.
There appears to be an amazing... I wonder if there's anything...
Oh, I found something.
A classic.
There must be something inside.
There appears to be an amazing collection of stuff accumulated. I wonder if there's anything...
Come on, let's find something.
No.
It's like in Skyrim, I have to raise my fishing skills.
Oh.
Probably. Oh! What's that?
A classic. Pit.
It's
A
just crap.
classic.
Maybe I can read the fishing book again and raise my skill a little bit more.
I already know everything that this book can teach me.
Too bad. Too bad.
Each cube is significant and comes from a different country, but I never really paid much attention.
Okay.
That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad. Mother?
Oh, she talks with me.
Yes, Ivadora.
Those symbols on the columns, what do they mean?
First your insights concerning your wedding, and now an interest in the spiritual. You do surprise me. The 3 symbols depict the 3 different forms that water takes. They are important in many rituals. Water that falls from the sky. Water that springs from the earth. And water that is bathed by moonlight.
Oh. What's all this different forms of water all about then?
Not all water is the same. It changes. If it bubbles out of a spring, then it is spring water. Then it turns into stream water, perhaps into river water, and then sometimes later into sea water. The voice of water changes, its soul.
And if different forms of water are mixed together...
Then you can create water with powerful magical properties. But it's not as easy as you might imagine. Water is constantly changing its form. Rain is water from the sky, but as soon as it lands in a puddle, then it becomes common puddle water.
Do you really think that I look fat?
Do you really think that I look fat?
You aren't really fat, my darling, but you aren't perfect either.
Do I have to be perfect?
No one is perfect, but that doesn't stop us striving for it. Once you are happy with yourself, then you become overindulgent. Dissatisfaction can take you far, my darling.
Why do you want me to marry this particular prince?
Because I think that will be best for you.
And if I don't like him?
Then you will learn to love him.
Why can't I fall in love first and then marry?
And what happens if you don't fall in love? You won't ever marry then? Don't be childish, Ivadora.
When you married father, how long had you known each other?
Just a few days. I fell in love with him instantly. He was the wisest and most handsome elf that I had ever met.
And if you hadn't loved him, or if perhaps you hadn't even liked him?
Then I would have married him anyway. It is the duty of the princess to secure royal succession.
Whether she wants it or not?
You didn't want to go to school either. Today you can play music, paint, speak a dozen different languages, and have realized what a gift education is. Please, just trust me. Sometimes only parents know what's best.
Do you know what can be done to fight the epidemic in Seastone?
Done? Nothing, my darling. It's a matter for humans. We will only observe.
How hard would it be for us to actually help solve a problem for once, instead of waiting for it to solve itself?
If Alistair needs my advice, he can ask me, and up to now he has not done that.
But...
I'm not going to interfere.
Oh, give me some moon water,
That stuff in
please.
the moon well. That's water bathed by moonlight, isn't it?
Of course it is, my darling.
Could I take some of it?
It is holy water. We only use it for special occasions. What do you need it for?
It is for a ritual. I want to mix a potion.
I need it for a potion. It's one of the most important ingredients.
Really? What sort of potion?
Beauty potion.
Well, the moon water's a particularly pure and clean water. I thought that it could form the basis of a beauty potion.
It is true that this water is purported to have healing powers.
I didn't want to trouble you with this, but then I thought, if I'm meant to be looking my best for the prince, then such a potion wouldn't do any harm.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have a vessel? May the Moonwell water give you the help you need to become more beautiful, just as it has always helped me.
I just poured the dirty water into the moonwell water.
See you later, Mother.
Don't pull a face like a wilted willow, Ivo. Smile.
Okay, I have moonwell water. That should probably help.
Right, now water that has been bathed in moonshine. That must mean the water that's come from the moonwell. Aha! That's got the second symbol to glow.
Okay, one more to go.
You're having a good time, I see.
What can I do for 'ee?
I need a special sort of water, Arbor. Can you help me?
A special sort of water? Now who's been dreaming that stuff up then?
Arbor, please help. I need water that spills out of the ground.
There, the waterfall. As much water as you want.
Oh, it's not that simple. That water's changed. I need water directly out of the earth.
You elves always like to make things complicated, don't you? You got a container?
Yeah. What?
There you go.
He pissed in that.
And don't start telling me that this is some kind of snot water or the like. This be tip-top quality groundwater.
Good work. Thank you. I have to get on. Don't work too hard.
That I won't.
Okay. Piece water.
Let's hope that Arbor's donation of water that spills from the earth will work. It hasn't really spilled from the earth, but it is groundwater, and it's never seen the sun. Now all the symbols are glowing. Hello? Are you there?
I'm always there.
I cast a spell over you single-handedly, with no help.
You had help, you just didn't realise it.
No, I did it by myself.
I'm the all-knowing seer. I'm telling you, you are wrong.
Are you really all-knowing?
No, but it sounds better than I am the seer who saw more than any other being in the world and yet didn't see all.
I did summon you, but I don't really know anything about you. Do you live in the water, or are you the water?
No, The water is just a reflective surface. I live on the other side of the mirrors. I see what happens in front of mirrors. To you, they are simple reflections. To me, they are the window through which I view your world.
Okay. So you live on the other side of all mirrors. Does that include the one in my bedroom?
I can look through any reflective surface. I see all.
Oh my god.
You do close your eyes, when it's the decent thing to do, right?
I see all.
Yes, understood. But if someone's undressing in front of their mirror or doing embarrassing things that no one else should see, you do look away, right?
I can see into the furthest reaches of the world. I see the good and the bad, the beautiful and the abominable.
You saw me giving an imaginary harp concert in front of my mirror.
I count that amongst the abominable.
And Mother and others summon you to ask your advice.
I wouldn't exactly describe it as asking. They know how to reach me via one of the mirrors. They want me to give them information, and if I don't answer, they just stand there and stare at me.
So you help them.
That is the question, is it not? Do I have an interest in supporting either one or the other side, or would I rather watch a catastrophe unfold?
So you'd pour oil onto the fire just because you want to watch the flames?
I could, but mostly I restrict myself to watching. I love to see how things develop. I can't abide when things come to a standstill. That's when I'm always tempted to give someone a shove in the right direction.
There's talk of an epidemic in Seastone which is spreading. Do you know anything about it?
It is not an epidemic.
Well, what is it then?
It's something that you'll get involved with.
Can you see into the future?
Stories repeat themselves. Other places, other participants, but the course remains the same. Good fights evil.
Why am I pregnant?
You are pregnant?
Should you not know that? You being the nearly all-knowing oracle.
I didn't see that. When did you get pregnant?
I'm asking you.
Stupid romance. A woodland glade, a bed in the cornfield, not a mirror in sight. Couldn't you and mate have done that somewhere else?
Done what?
Oh, yes. Nothing at all, Princess.
I need today's password for the Woodland Realm Border Watch. Do you know it?
Of course. Your mother told the commander of the guards when she was standing next to the mirror surface of the moon well.
Can I have it?
Absolutely. I want to see how this develops. And there are quite a few surprises awaiting you in Seastone.
Which, of course, you're not going to tell me about.
They wouldn't be surprises if I told you about them.
By any chance, is the password melon?
How do you know that?
Stories repeat themselves. Do you not know that? Thanks for that unsettling conversation. I have to go.
Yes, you must. Yes, but I didn't mean that. You will seek me out before this story ends.
You mean to say you will see me and follow my every move?
Yes, you will want to help a friend in need and won't know how to.
Really?
That's when you will seek and find me. In a flying town, in a house with no corners.
Where will I find you?
Till then, Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. But we will see each other again soon.
But, oh...
Okay.
I know everything I need to know. Today, when I use it at the border, the watch will have to let me pass, and by the time they find out they've been duped, I'll be in Seastone.
Okay. Let's say goodbye.
I don't know what I could ask him right now.
Not even a goodbye?
There appears to be an amazing... I wonder...
Okay, let's try one more. One more try.
A
What?
fishing hat, which not so long ago I thought was extremely hideous. But now... I am the master of all rods, the ruler of the river, and the goddess of the water!
Fishing
And what's
skill,
more,
1000.
I'm looking good. That's me and fishing done. I've reached my peak. There are many magical clothes in this world which strengthen the powers of their wearers. However, the rule of thumb is, the more useful the garment, the uglier it is.
Okay. Let's see if my father has something to say.
Pa?
Yes, Poppet? The exact opposite of fashionable. Therefore it must be very useful.
It makes me a master fisherwoman.
Ah, you could have become one of those if you had fished for a few 100 years. Now the hat has robbed you of all that pleasure.
Enlighten me.
Enlighten me, father.
The moth and the dandelion, deep in prayer, they may be clever, but they are not wise.
Understood. I've got quite a lot to think about.
Goodbye, little daughter.
Bye-bye.
See you later, father.
So, what has mother to say? Just want to say
I'll leave her to
goodbye.
work. This magical epidemic seems to be really worrying her. When Nate saw the well for the first time, he started blabbering something about sky pools and that we could have a lot of fun in the water. That was the point at which Mother made Cheep Cheep guard me.
So, let's look what we haven't used yet. Picture. Sunflower seeds, we used that. Reed head. Book about carpentry. Fat worms. Spade. Maybe we can get the pot of gold with that one.
Hey, Cheep. Do you think I could play the princess card and ask the stud to loan us a hippogriff? That'd cost a lot less than a pot of gold. Yeah, you're right. They'd blab to everyone. Bad idea if I want to travel incognito.
Okay,
I'll be back soon, Cheep.
I need a pot of gold. But how do we get that? What items do I have? Book of Carpentry. I can just use... maybe here?
The willow is stretching its branches up high into the sky with glee. One part of the waterfall's already lying in its shadow. If it continues to grow like that, it'll shade half the garden.
Okay. Maybe... oh, something happens.
I wonder if trees regard a carpenter as the bogeyman. It's not nice, but I'll have to find out. One can easily fell a tree with the help of an axe and wedges. In my experience, nothing beats a sharp saw, guided by 2 men. Slish, slash! The teeth of the saw bite into the wood, and in a few minutes, even the largest tree tumbles to the ground. After this, the smaller branches and the bark are removed from the trunk using hatchets. Once the tree is sawn into several pieces, it's ready to be transported away. Wow. I feel a bit dirty. It'll be all right. You'll see.
Oh, a rainbow. Does that mean there maybe the gold is at the end of the rainbow or something like that? Let's look. Can I? Nope, I can't use that. Damn.
Arbor's little spade. Mustn't forget to give it... Hey, there's a rainbow. Since the willow's branches are hanging down for some inexplicable reason, the sun is able to shine directly onto the waterfall again and is now producing a pretty rainbow over the garden.
Okay. It works. I found the pot of gold in...
A pot of gold, and no grumpy leprechaun protecting it. What a stroke of luck.
Okay. That was really...
Hi, Arbor.
What you got there? Be that the hat of a master fisher?
Yep, pulled it out of the pond.
But I've been trying for years to hook one of those.
Well, talent will out.
That ain't be talent. That be pure luck. Happen. Sooner or later, old Arbor will get some luck too.
You're having a good time, I see.
What can I do for 'ee?
I don't need your spade anymore. I've put it over there.
Ah, that's great. And you've dug a lovely hole too, right in the middle of my lawn.
Ah, sorry about that.
Oh, what the heck. I'll plant it with something.
I have to get on. Don't work too hard.
That I won't.
Okay, that's finished. Let's return to Cheep Cheep. Maybe can call some griffins or something like that. Hello?
Hey, Cheep. I have the pot of gold here. Go on, take it to the stud. Oh, I realise it's too heavy. I won an arm wrestling contest against an orc warrior in Seastone with the help of a strength elixir. We could get something like that for you. I'll be back soon, Cheep.
Damn. I need a strength elixir. Maybe the book can help me.
I wish there was something to indicate that the book was wrong, but unfortunately it's very sure, and I know it's right. I'm pregnant, and I don't know how, and I don't know why. I just know that I need to get out.
Okay, I can't click on books. How do I mix a strength elixir? Maybe something here? Nope. Maybe Mother knows what to do. Hello?
I'll leave her to work. This magical epidemic seems to be real.
Okay.
Pa?
Yes, Poppet?
Hypothetically, if Cheep Cheep had to transport something heavy through the air, how could I help him do it?
You could ask me to give him the necessary strength. Which you have just done, have you not?
Really?
Of course. But the effect would not last long enough to transport you to, let's say, Seastone.
He doesn't need to do that. It's just a short distance.
All right. Bring me some sunflower seeds.
I have them.
I have a few sunflower seeds. Here.
Good. Keep still.
That's it.
Just give Cheep Cheep these seeds to eat shortly before he starts on his journey.
Thanks. Whatever you did to those sunflower seeds looked like magic to me.
Oh no! It was the opposite of magic. Nature, life, pure life.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Listen to the wind in the willows and the mole and the toad. They know the answer.
I've got quite a lot to think about.
Goodbye, little daughter.
See you later, Father.
Okay. Cheep Cheep can carry the pot of gold now.
Hey, Cheep. Father's changed the sunflower seeds. Well, can you feel anything? Now, don't exaggerate. Okay, here. Oh, I hope it works. But what's he going to be like when he's super cheap? He's got enough of an exaggerated opinion of himself as it is. I wish there was something to indicate that the book was wrong. I just...
Okay. There he is. What's that? Oh my god.
Oh, that's overdoing it a bit. I thought you just wanted to deliver the pot of gold. You deserve it.
Oh, there's something
It's
inside.
really in there, is it? Our hippogriff? Why did the stud put it in there? Couldn't they have just let it fly back with you? You mean it was in the box already? You didn't actually see it? Huh, I'd love to have your trust. Oh well, at least it's pretty lively. Cheep Cheep blind purchased the hippogriff. His trust in the Aculeus stud is far greater than his mistrust of humankind's capacity to deceive.
Open it.
Relax, I'm on it.
What the fuck?
You've still got the receipt, haven't you, Cheap? Didn't the hippogriff in the magazine look a bit different to this? Bigger, a bit more griff and a bit less hippo? Is this the effect of the epidemic? Mother said it changed things.
Okay.
You are strong enough, aren't you? You were able to demolish that box just now. Can you carry me as far as Seastone? Right then. The Archmage. Murdered? By Wilbur Weathervane? There's something strange afoot, Cheap. Mark my words. I don't believe a word of it. Someone's responsible for this epidemic and someone wants to hurt our friends. Away to Seastone.
So cute. Wilbur.
My name is Weathervane, Professor Weathervane.
You want to teach us?
Well, yes. Why not?
You're a gnome! Gnomes can't do magic!
I can, and have. During my mage training, Yes?
My mother also says that you should not be a teacher. But I think you're great, Professor.
Oh, thank you.
Say, Professor, what exactly is the magic constant? How long must Veritaserum mature? What can you tell us about ancient magic runes?
How about you sit down properly first?
Nope.
Nope? That's no professor. Or, more properly, yes, Professor.
Nope means yes, Professor. That's going to cause some misunderstandings. So, the magic constant? Veritaserum? Ancient magic runes? We want to learn something.
I will answer all your questions, but not now. It's time for History of Magic.
Then I have a history question. As everyone knows, gnomes are completely incompetent when it comes to magic. To be exact, only one great gnome mage has appeared in the last 800 years. He defeated Gremar, the last of the great dragons. What was the name of that last great gnome mage?
He was called, sit down at your desk properly and don't ask stupid questions.
But don't they say there are no stupid questions, only stupid answers? And that there aren't supposed to be any bad students, only bad teachers?
Not right now. We will, open your textbooks to page 100 and...
So, I was right, wasn't I? You know nothing, not even the name of the only great maid your own people ever produced.
I just need a drink of water. Frog in my throat.
Ha!
Oh man, Master Marcus warned me that the students would test me the first few hours, but this is a nightmare. I don't know all of these things. I know nothing. Easy, boy, easy. Think, Wilbur, think.
Okay, everyone. Let's save and continue this tomorrow. Thanks for watching and subscribe for the next episodes.